In today's video, we're going to be breaking down absolutely everything we know and everything you might have missed about the brand new GTA Online update called Money Fronts, including breaking down all 3 brand new businesses and how they potentially could operate, all the new vehicles, including some you might have missed, for example, a Cheetah Classic widebody, and going over all the changes and additions that Rockstar are adding with this update. But before we get into anything, we are trying to hit 10k subs by the time GTA 6 comes out, so if you guys can subscribe, it'd massively help the channel. Last video, 387 of you guys understood the assignment, and it's massively appreciated. Honestly, I reckon we could get it by the end of the year. But anyways, Money Fronts. We are finally getting the car wash from Breaking Bad. So starting things off in the newswire with the teaser image, we can see the car wash down by the Vanilla Unicorn and Benny's that we're going to be able to purchase. And this is going to be the center for this entire money laundering operation. And as mentioned, in the car wash, we can see a brand new wide body version of the Cheetah Classic. Very excited for this car. But then we have this main car we see here, which is the brand new Classe Tampa GT. And in the back, entering the car wash, you can see the Karen Everon RS, which looks to be a brand new pickup truck. Now, I don't know the slightest thing about pickup trucks, nor do I know if it's going to be even working in GTA, but that kind of looks like some sort of winch in the back of it. So potentially, maybe you can use it to tow things, I don't know, or it could be purely cosmetic. More than likely purely cosmetic, but it looks cool regardless. We also see these bikes which aren't new, and we also see a plane which looks to be just the Luxor. I was kind of hoping it'd be a brand new plane, but unfortunately doesn't look like it. But yeah, this is the car wash we are going to be able to buy to start what is the biggest money laundering operation within San Andreas. And the first couple paragraphs of the newswire essentially just detail what money laundering is, just detailing how we're going to be able to launder our dirty money while also making a legitimate income from these businesses. Yes, businesses, because there's actually 2 other businesses you'll see in a minute. But by putting our dirty money in and by doing actual legitimate work, we're going to be able to hide all of this from the law, or as they describe it, hide it from prying eyes, which you'll see more about in a little bit. And of course, it says we will be doing all of this with Martin Madrazo. Great to see him return. I wonder if him and our character is going to have an interaction where he mentions how he helped his son do the Cayo Perico heist. That'd be pretty cool. And then we get our second screenshot, which I don't think has any new cars in it, but we can see from one of the brand new missions, we have our player characters on the back of a flatbed fighting off some other people. Now, considering they're shooting people and causing havoc, I'm going to assume this is the dirty money side of the operation instead of the legit business. Now, we're not entirely sure what they're transporting in the back of this flatbed, but I reckon it could potentially be what you use to actually start up the business. The car wash definitely needs a lick of new paint. I mean, it looks gross from the outside. I can only imagine what the inside looks like. So to get it up to speed and all, you know, better functioning, maybe we have to do a business startup mission. We usually have to do this at least, so I imagine this is what we might be looking at here. But then we get into working at the car wash, the famed hands-on car wash in Strawberry. Money laundering through a car wash, just like Breaking Bad. It calls the car wash a low-profile but cash-intensive business, and this is going to serve as the heart of our operation, so this is going to be where you buy into it. But it also mentions how by doing this, it's going to pull in passive income from our established criminal network, so it seems to be acting similar to the nightclub in a way. I'm curious to see how this works, or if it's just going to make passive income by itself, or if the more businesses you own, the more passive income you're going to make. And if it's a decent amount and it can be scaled, that's going to give actual purpose to some of the other businesses, for example, the biker MC businesses that people won't use as much. Again, very similar to the nightclub. Curious to see how this works. But it also says how we're going to be able to expand our holdings to include the Smoke on the Water dispensary and Higgins Heli Tours. And both of these businesses are going to have their both legit and, you know, illegal activities you can do with them. So the Smoke on the Water dispensary can be located down on the beach, and it's where you go to buy weed. And not far from it at all, you can find Higgins Heli Tours. I'm sure you're all familiar. The helipads we all went to steal helicopters when we were brand new players. Now, I'm pretty sure both of these businesses can be bought in story mode, but someone will have to correct me. But basically, after buying the car wash, we're going to be able to buy these 2 businesses, and it's all going to accumulate to basically even more money laundering. What's interesting though is they say at the end that these properties will also boost earnings on your weed farm and air freight cargo. Now, this is interesting, right? Because weed farm is kind of passive. You buy your supplies and it makes your, you know, your weed. And I can understand boosting earnings on that. Maybe it makes the weed more valuable. But air freight cargo, you have to go out and manually do. So how is this going to work? Is it going to work in a way that air freight cargo is worth more per cargo, or maybe the multipliers for having, you know, more cargo is going to go up? Or is it going to be more passive income like the car wash, where if you own a hangar and if you own a weed farm, it's going to make passive income from them if you now own these new businesses. Curious to see how this works. But aside from benefiting your existing businesses, there's going to be illegal and legal work you can do for these new ones, it seems. Now, I'm not sure what the illegal side of this could be, but I'm curious to see what the legal side of these two businesses would be. I think maybe for the marijuana business, you might be dropping off legal weed to the hospital, or maybe to like patient's house and whatnot, or running the stool maybe down on the beach. And maybe for the Higgins Air Tour businesses, you have to actually like take passengers on helicopter rides. So follow like sky checkpoints, for example, just so of course you're balancing out the illegal work with the legal work, because that balance and making sure everything looks legit is very important because of this brand new system they're adding called heat. And this is what they was referring to by hiding it from prying eyes. So if you're doing more illegal activity and the heat gets too high, you'll have to lose the attention by doing legit business work. Basically, just like money laundering, you can't put too much dirty money in, you can't do too much illegal work or it's going to look suspicious. You have to mix it in by doing some actual legit work. So it seems like it's going to be some sort of meter, some sort of balance, a kind of built-in cooldown without saying, yeah, you have to wait this long before doing the next mission. As the player, you're going to have to balance the heat bar right in the middle to make sure everything's running as smoothly. If it gets low, you can do a few more illegal missions, but if it gets too high, you're going to have to do legit business work. Very cool system. I'm interested to see how they go around doing this. But then they go on to describe the brand new vehicles, which we all saw earlier, apart from the Western police bike, which is coming with the cop outfits. I know a lot of people were really waiting for these, so they're going to be very happy. I'm pretty sure the Western police bike is the one that's already in the game, but obviously you're going to be able to own it, customize it, and do dispatch work from it. It doesn't say if there's any new dispatch work missions coming, which is a bit of a shame, but I know people have been waiting for this bike and for these outfits, especially for ages, so they're going to be very happy. And then we get a look at a brand new supercar, which is the overflod Suzume, or Suzumi, I don't know how you pronounce it. I thought it kind of looked like the debauchy Wagner at first, but this car looks sick. Not entirely sure what it's based off of, you'll have to comment down below, but I am definitely getting this. And GTA Plus members are going to be able to get this car early, so it will probably be a week's early access for GTA Plus members. As well as that, GTA Plus members are now going to be able to do a second daily spin of the lucky wheel, and they say and more for GTA Plus, so I imagine they're getting more benefits. But in terms of the benefits everyone's getting, they're adding 50 more missile lock-on jammer vehicles. I think they added like 50 or 100 more last year with the last update, so it's nice to see even more. They just need to put it on the Night Shark, man, just do it. Curious to see what vehicles they choose though. As well as this, they're making several cutscenes skippable on mission replays, which I know a lot of people want, especially as there's like a 7-minute long cutscene within the contract DLC. That better be skippable. And they're also doubling all the sources of arena points, which I mean, is pretty pointless. Who does arena war? It doesn't really change much. Now, in terms of grinding, and this is a nice change, they're increasing the delay of the global signal timer. So right now, I think it's about 10-20 seconds and then your global signal goes off, but they're increasing that. And I hope it's a significant increase, not like 10 or 20 seconds more. I hope they put it up to like a minute or two. But regardless, a nice change. And finally, they're removing the post-op cell missions from the biker cell missions. One of the slowest, most shit cell missions in the game. I remember whenever we'd get this, we'd just put it in the back of a bombushka and drop it over the city. Like, these things were shit. So it's nice to see that's gone. That might encourage more people to actually do the MC businesses. And then, yeah, this update's coming out June 17th on all platforms. So yes, if you are still on old gen in 2025, you will be able to play. But that is absolutely everything we know about this brand new DLC. If I missed anything, please comment down below. As well as that, comment down below if you're looking forward to this update or stuff you want to see be added to it. And as always, if we get more information, I'll of course make a video on it. We should hopefully get a trailer pretty soon. If you still don't have enough money for this update, go ahead and check out my money guide because the benefits last until next Tuesday. And if you did like this video, please drop a like because it massively helps the channel. And if you're not already, make sure to subscribe. But thank you all for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and I'll see you guys in the next one.